got nothing right now. Oh my god. It's over.
Reloading. Enemy down.
Use the
Where?
hunt and I can't play the game. I'm closing my app. I can't.
Taking out more enemies.
On me. Are you pushing the side?
Hey, how's it going guys? It's Nix here, and today I'm going to be going over and reviewing all of Season 1 in Apex Legends. Now, I would say a lot of you were expecting me to cover Apex Legends Season 1 on launch day, which I even said I would, but when I came to launch day a few hours towards the update, there was about 1,000 different streams of the exact same thing, bunch of clickbait titles of, oh, Battle Pass already, unlocked Battle Pass, stuff like this, when the update wasn't even out, And I decided, there's enough people to do the same type of content. I'd already gone over the Battle Pass in my previous video, and I didn't feel with spamming you guys with, pretty much the exact same content day after day. So I've left it a few days now, and I've been keeping a close eye on the community, and I'm going to be trying to answer the question of, was Apex Legends Season 1 disappointing? This is the big buzzword going around the community, disappointing, underwhelming, lackluster. Everyone has a different opinion on the topic, and I'm going to be giving my 2 cents and trying to answer it as best I can, guys. But it is only one person's opinion, so definitely drop yours in the comments below. And if you go on to enjoy this video, drop a like down below. Let's get right into it. So the first thing that came with Apex Legends Season 1 that I'm going to be talking about, it's the Battle Pass. Now this was the main thing in the update, this is what everyone was really hyped for, and it contains 100 tiers and it takes forever to level up. It's around 25 to 30,000 experience per level, and this figure only increases. The main thing to unlock in the Battle Pass include badges, trackers, skins and audio quips. There are only really a few good things that stand out throughout the entire 100 tiers, most notably say the Gold Prowler skin that you unlock at level 51, or the guaranteed epic and legendary Apex packs unlocked at tier 26 and 86 respectively, as well as the progressive Havoc skin that is unlocked at tier 100. Other than these things, the Battle Pass is pretty disappointing, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. While unlocking the kill and win trackers, for your favourite legends is nice, being able to see how many wins you've gotten in Season 1 because they finally introduced this, it's nothing to really make up for the lackluster skins that are included. Like, the skins are terrible. I'm not going to go around and say that they're not, these Wraith skins, Mirage skins, and the Lifeline skin that you get at like tier 1, they're just bad. There's no way to work around that. They're nothing special. They're just dreary, brown, dull skins that have nothing fun, And compare this to something like Fortnite, which is Apex's main competitor. They have, bright skins, colourful skins. They have more skins, which is the main thing. I believe you can get like 5 skins in a Battle Pass, 4 to 6 usually, depending on the season. But, and those are even at a much higher quality than Apex, Now I know Apex isn't cartoony, but that doesn't excuse it from being dull and, want to be realistic when it just looks bad, So that's pretty much what I have to say about the Battle Pass. I think this was definitely disappointing, but it was not the only thing to come in Season 1, so let's move on, guys. The other biggest thing that was introduced into Season 1, guys, was Octane. And he is unreal. Octane definitely lived up to the hype surrounding him, as he is possibly one of the most fun legends in the game. While a bit of balancing is still needed, Octane's 3 abilities work so well together, and they work extremely well when combined with other legends' abilities, in particular Pathfinder and Wraith, as these 3 legends together create the ultimate third-party squad. While as mentioned previously, I believe he still does need some work, Octane was a great legend to add to Apex Legends, as his ability really changes up the meta, as with his passive healing, you can't just tag him and wait and hope he'll run out of meds, He'll always be passively healing. And with his stim, he can flank around enemies so fast that they won't even know he's on his way. And then his jump pad will allow you to jump over enemies, because a play that I tend to use a lot, and it got used on me at the start, and he definitely lost me a few gunfights, is when if there's a rock or two between you or you're both peeking, what you do is you put down your jump pad and you run, and it launches you over both players and you land behind them. And since there's no zipline or no loud sound, I never knew that they were coming up behind me, and it may or may not have made me rage once or twice, but that's besides the point, guys. His new skills allow for so much diversity in playstyle, and he was just an amazing introduction. And I think if Respawn can keep up this quality with the new legends coming to the game, Apex Legends will have a very bright future ahead of it. Other things that were added in, guys, revolve heavily around improving stability and performance, as well as increasing the quality of life in the game, guys. And there were a lot of things added in about this. They added things such as more customization on controllers, such as changing dead zones and more button options and stuff like that, which more like this please, features like this will always be welcome, as well as they added the report player feature on both PC and console, which was greatly needed, especially on PC. As we know, there have been a few 100,000 hackers banned already because their anti-cheat system works well enough, but a report player feature has pretty much greatly been needed because what you had to do was you had to go to their website, fill out an entire forum instead of just clicking report player and typing in the issue, It was much harder and essentially prevented players because a lot of players wouldn't go through all that effort just to report someone who may or may not have been cheating, They also adjusted Pathfinder's, Caustic's and Gibraltar's hitboxes, which is great for me because I'm a dirty Pathfinder main, but this is something that's great because even though of course they will have bigger hitboxes because they're bigger characters, which people actually complain about, even though, it sort of goes against simple logic, but Gibraltar should have a bigger hitbox since he's physically bigger. But they adjusted it so that it actually scales correctly with his character size because it wasn't previously, and essentially it just makes the game more consistent. They fixed numerous bugs which also just helps the game to be more enjoyable and more fluid because there'll be less glitching. A lot of crash issues have been solved because I know, say, my friends on PC, they might crash a lot. It's not as big of a deal on console, but there were quite a few glitches that were causing some disruption, and well, they fixed those, as well as fixing some exploits in the game which pretty much gave players an unfair advantage. So a lot of good things came with this update, guys. So to give my final thoughts, guys, Season 1 was interesting. On the one hand, you have the good things, like the improved performance, glitches that have been fixed, Octane, which is the big thing, etc, etc. But on the other hand, you have the Battle Pass, which was very, very underwhelming. Everyone will have their own view on this, but in my opinion, Season 1 was disappointing at launch. I was expecting more, and even though Octane is amazing, it doesn't make up for the lackluster Battle Pass, but at the end of the day, that's only one person's opinion. I really do want to hear your opinions on it. Overall, I'm going to say yes, that it was disappointing, but hopefully towards the end of Season 1 when, all the other changes have come in, they add map changes, possibly Watson coming in, I might make a second video going over everything that happened in Season 1, not just the launch, guys. So as I said before, please do drop your opinion on this because this is something that is very subjective and I want to get a feel for what the community is feeling. Also, if you enjoyed, please do drop a like and subscribe for more videos coming very, very soon. This has been Nix, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.